Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to 343i Community Forum Podcast. This is D38 Boss. I'm joined here by Church.
Hello, everyone.
Austin.
Hello, everyone.
Centurion.
What's up?
And Buns.
Everyone, hello.
And welcome to the end of your lives, as you know it.
Hey, Griffin. Hey, are you eating noodles this morning?
No.
Noodles this morning?
Unfortunately not. I might in like 10 minutes though.
You're gonna make noodles in 10 minutes?
Give it time.
Make noodles now! Vitamins and noodles!
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. There's a lot of stuff coming out that's been coming out recently about Halo 2 Anniversary, so I'm sure that's going to be the main focus of our podcast today.
The graphics make me want to poop myself.
All of them graphics.
Dem graphics.
They're graphics. Nvidia graphics.
It's the video graphics.
But I think we're going to open it up with member questions because we seem to have the most of them. So, Buns, you're more than welcome to do member questions since you voiced your desire to do them.
Okay, we have plenty, so we're gonna shoot right through all these. Let's do rapid fire questions.
Lightning round.
Lightning round. Sudden death. Okay.
Slayer.
How can you start with the lightning round?
King of the Hill.
Lightning. This is gonna be a lightning flag from Action Sack.
Oddball.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop with my ridiculous impressions.
Okay, let's go through these first, starting off with a great question from Sparky. If you had to see a member in a skirt, who would it be?
Easy one.
BC. I don't know. I feel like I'd probably go with an actual female member, so Barry Sue.
Oh.
And then it got silent.
I would do the opposite. I'm not a I would choose Azax if I actually saw him, so I could kind of like picture what he would look like in a skirt.
Director, no question.
Yeah.
Director.
Yeah.
Director.
Oh yes.
I would choose another female member, and I'd go with Boss.
Oh, I bet you think you're real clever there, don't you, Cupcake? How's about I smash your skull into the pavement?
Hey, Mayhem, or Centurion, or whatever we're
What's up?
calling you. Who'd you say? I think
Delpin. It'd be fun to see him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Solid choice.
Speaking of Delpin, this next question comes from Helpin. How many licks with a whip would it take to get to the center of your buns? Oh, I really should have. I should have read that question before I said it out loud. Okay, that's.
Hey, Buns, as a child, did you get much spanking?
Answer the question, Buns.
Considering you don't actually lick bread, I think that answers
he
the
meant
question.
licks with a whip. How many times would somebody have to beat you?
Whipped to get to the center of your buns? I think he's coming on to you. He might
Delpin's playing some really kinky stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question comes from Zagaroth. What are each of your opinions on the remade maps for Halo 2 Anniversary?
How many are there? I think
They have 6.
7. 6. Okay.
6, and they announced all 6.
Okay, well in that case, we'll get onto that topic where they've now released that Warlord is the new remake of Warlock.
Perfect.
And it looks good. That's one of the maps that I preferred to play.
Yeah, I heard they had a Sentinel beam on that map, and that makes me really happy because I really like the Sentinel beam in Halo.
Yeah, and
I'm not really sure you're in a very large majority there.
Hey,
I was never big on the Sentinel beam.
I was not a big fan of the Sentinel beam, but I loved Warlock and Warlord.
and the original map was Wizard from Halo CE, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Wait, so they did a remake of a remake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done
pretty
lots
much.
of remakes of remakes. I feel like they should just...
Well, you
do
got
that.
Lockout, which is Blackout in Halo 3.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and you've got Bloodline, which is a remake of Coagulation, which is a remake of Blood Gulch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bloodline looks really good. Have you guys seen
Yeah,
the Hornet?
it
The
does.
Hornet
It does.
screenshots?
Hooray for Hornet.
that's-
My personal favorite old map like besides Blood Gulch because that's mandatory, is Beaver Creek.
Oh yeah. It's not getting remade, is it? It's not.
Best map.
Isn't it getting a remake?
No, it's not.
I think it is. I think I saw it. It's not? Well, I've got to write an angry letter.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't believe Beaver Creek is getting a remake.
No.
Because Beaver Creek got like an updated version for Reach, and I think that's why they're backing off.
It did?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the maps that are being remade, we have Warlord, Ascension, Bloodline, and I don't know the other ones. There's 2 more. And the remake of Lockout.
Yep.
Which I don't know the name for. And the first one they announced. The remake of... no, I already said Ascension.
Yeah, so remake... Beaver Creek is a remake of Battle Creek anyway, so... No, it doesn't look like they're making a remake of it.
Damn, what is
that was remade in Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary.
Yeah, it was.
So...
For Reach.
Well, essentially Reach.
Yeah.
I'm grumpy, because I like it.
Hey, you can still play
so here's
it.
a question real quick.
Looks so gorgeous.
Do you think that the Halo 2 Anniversary remake will essentially be a version of the Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer?
Yes.
Or do you think they'll just tie it into the Halo 4 multiplayer?
I think that the Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer, I'm sure you guys have seen like the weapon sets, right? You know how the Reach loadout system. I think 343 is kind of gonna go in that direction. I think they're gonna give players options, but not too many options.
No. The Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer is exactly the same as the Halo 2 multiplayer. It's just reskinned.
No, they also have additional features like weapon sets, and there's of course static starts, and I think that's gonna be the majority in playlist. But
but it's just a couple weapon sets, and I think if anything, it might be a test bed for what they're doing in Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer.
Yeah, right, so I've got all the 5 maps that have been remastered. If you want to hear them.
Okay.
So we've got Warlock, which is Warlord, which is a remake of Warlock, Zenith, which is a remake of Ascension, Bloodline, which is a remake of Coagulation. Shrine, which is a remake of Sanctuary, and Stone Town, which is a remake of Zanzibar. That was 5. I feel like there's another one.
Would anyone like to see a remake of Rat Race?
Oh yeah, Rat Race from Halo 3?
Right, yeah.
Rat's Nest? Yeah.
I was talking about the one from Halo 1.
Yeah, Rat Race from Halo 1, I know.
I knew that. I'm a...
You're not completely dumb at all.
Well, here's the thing. I think that fans will more or less be satisfied with, because you can still play Rat Race from Halo 1. You can even play all of those strange and ridiculous maps that were on the PC version.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So there's what you guys don't realize, what people, well, not necessarily you guys, I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but what a lot of people don't realize is that every single map from every single Halo game, with the exception of Reach because it's not included, is going to be in this.
An exception of Halo Wars.
Well, this is not a multiplayer FPS.
Well, if you want to get technical, Halo Wars had a map called Blood Gulch.
True.
Yes.
Well, if you want to get technical, Halo Reach also featured Master Chief briefly.
Yeah.
And the legendary ending.
Well, it's still debated as to whether or not it
was Master Chief or Linda.
Yeah, Master Chief or Linda, because I don't believe canonically Master Chief was in Cryo yet. But then again, Reach did a lot of stuff that was non-canon, so...
Let's not get there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyway, we've gotten on to the Master Chief Collection Deviant, which we will get back to. But let's get back to member questions.
All right,
let's... lightning round.
It's kind of how the podcast works, though. We start on something, then we go off on a tangent, then we realize it, and we're like, okay, where were we?
And this time, Church was the one that realized it, so you know he's doing something right today.
Implying that's right. Implying the podcasts aren't 10 times better when we don't know what we're talking about anymore.
No, okay. Next question comes from Zag. Is for those who have Destiny, what would you like to see improved/changed? For those of you without Destiny, what have you heard that things should be improved/changed?
Oh, so much.
I think everyone here has Destiny except for John. So
I don't have it.
I
don't have it, but I see all the problems with it.
And
I think that
without even owning the game.
The most
well, aren't you special?
The most important thing that I've seen so far that's necessary is a lower level raid, and potentially an expansion to an expansion to the content. Except I realize that that's coming, and I'm happy to wait for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Church, and I'm relatively pleased with Destiny. I think there's plenty of problems and flaws that are gonna make me scrutinize to not play the game in the long term. But overall, I like the concept. I think Bungie are taking steps in the right direction, but there's a lot to be improved. And I would like a proper ranking system for multiplayer and custom games for multiplayer. Like the ability to 1v1 my friends and 1v1 JL in a sniper match and telling me sucks would be nice.
I would like the following 3 things. It's going to go from the most complex to the most simple. Complex, I would like the game to not play like a low-budget free-to-play shooter. Because the gameplay is not that interesting. The most fun I had was driving the Sparrow around.
Though the Sparrows are pretty fun to drive.
Now, that would mean they would have to remake the game. So, I'm going to give them a pass on that, even though they probably should have made, I don't know, a good game. Just tossing that out there. Okay. Second, I would like better character customization. Because it's
as in like the facial,
as stuff? In like everything. Like you should be able to make different like body sizes, different facial. The hairstyle shouldn't suck.
Well, they all look so weird.
Now let me make it as simple as possible. Hey, can I rotate my character in the creation screen so I can see what this hideous hairstyle looks like from different angles?
Okay. So, the trading, not just the trading, but I feel like the loot system needs some sort of upgrade because
that's been tuned already. The loot system
it's still getting some more tweaks.
Still based.
Yeah, it's still mainly random.
Luck, and it's like, there's some people with so many legendaries, and then some with just none, at all.
In defense of Bungie, I know what Church is gonna say, so I mean I'll let you talk after this, Church. Sorry. They have been making improvements towards it, and starting off with the rewards you get from certain activities. So I mean, thank you, Bungie.
Yeah, they've been rewarding people for playing, which I think is correct. And I would not really say that the loot system is random.
It is random.
It's not skill-based by any means.
I really don't see how it's random.
I'll tell you a story right now then to prove my point. Okay, yeah, you finish first.
Yeah, I think that at least in the Crucible, I've noticed that the lower level people or people who do not do as well in the match tend to get more loot. That's something that I've noticed over time, and I think that that's Bungie's way of trying to make it a more level test bed. So that potentially someone doesn't do so good in Crucible. Well, I'm going to give you... Well, they're going to then provide them
gave me an exotic.
Better weapons, better armor, so that they can potentially have a better time over on the other side of things. I'm actively seeing the tweaks that exist, like loot chests that are naturally in the world. One in about 5 or 6 that I get is actually has some decent stuff in it, like a rare engram, and it'll give me multiple of whatever element I'm searching for on that particular world.
Oh, that's great.
So I can see what's being changed, and I like it, and I think that it's just really nothing that they could have predicted without providing it to the community and then having the community test it, which is really what launching a completely new IP, launching a completely new everything is really what they have to do.
But it's not just in the Crucible, it's in PvE as well. When you kill a boss, it's just completely random. Some people get nothing,
That is necessarily based on the level activity you're playing. Like if you do the level 8 strike on Earth, you're always gonna get like the very low level gear because you're doing a low level strike, even if the boss is a giant bullet sponge. But before we go off on another tangent, John,
John, you've been clearing your throat a lot.
No, I've not actually played Destiny. I don't have it. I have played the beta, and I have no idea how close that is to the actual finished game itself.
Pretty close.
It's actually about. Didn't they say it was like what you play
I think
in the beta is actually like 30% of the story.
I think he means more of the mechanics, not necessarily the content, because the content has changed and a lot of small tweaks here and there. To some minor.
30% arguably of the story.
Yeah, which I have a little bit of a rant to go on about the story if y'all want to hear me criticize.
I think that enough's been said about the story.
Oh no, you have not heard what I got to say about it.
Okay, John.
Hey boss, make another video about it, like your Call of Duty Ghosts.
I don't have an HD PVR anymore.
I'll shoot you some footage for Destiny.
I will. Yeah, we will.
If someone wants to shoot me footage and edit it, I will gladly provide the magic
I will gladly. Buns and I will gladly work with you to get that video out.
We'll talk about that after.
Okie dokie.
Let me just spit some bars at you. I'm gonna get a
and just interrupt John. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean it.
That's okay. That's fine.
You were saying? I feel bad.
Based on what I played of the beta, I felt that the gameplay was a bit repetitive.
Yep.
I felt like you were playing the same landscape about 90% of the time. I did not get to play the moon. However, when I played the multiplayer on the Crucible, I was not really engaged. It wasn't something I enjoyed playing.
Microphone malfunction, John.
Yay. Please join us while we fix these technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
In accordance with the prophecy.
Can you guys hear?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard?
PvE.
Yeah.
The PvP. You were talking about PvP. Yeah. You weren't engaged.
I felt like it was just another version of Call of Duty's multiplayer, to be honest with you.
So, what do you think could be improved? What do you think can be improved?
Ooh.
As Zag's question asks.
Do something new. Don't just constantly rehash the same thing over again. I feel like they just based their off of what they learned from Halo, what they wanted out of Halo Reach, and kind of meshed that with.
And you're gone again.
I think we get his point though, so I think we should move on.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix between Call of Duty for the multiplayer and Borderlands for the PvE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. That's what I've heard it most.
That's the gist of it. Yeah.
I agree with that to an extent. Yeah.
You know what's another cool sci-fi first-person shooter that's just like Borderlands? Yang's question: what do you think will be more successful, MCC or Halo 5 Guardians?
You lied to me.
I have an interesting comment about that. And you see, the achievement list was released yesterday, or was it today?
Today. I think it was yesterday, but it's on the site now.
Yeah, it's on the site now.
As Friday, and you'll be hearing this 2 years from now. But
shut up, everyone. I'm going to get this out. It's next Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, continue.
But
Monday or Tuesday in 2015.
No, it's 2017. The last one was 2016. So, so the first achievement, I have no idea why it's the first achievement, but the first achievement is Lasso Master. Complete the legendary All Schools On playlist for every Halo game.
That is gonna be fun.
That is going to be so much fun, and since they say playlist, I'm going to assume that you're actually going to be playing it with other people. So it will not be a single-player legendary All Schools on Nightmare like I have completed.
Oh no, the playlist in Halo MCC, I'm pretty sure you know this. I think you're just getting a confused matchmaking playlist. Is it's custom settings and missions you select for like a custom campaign playlist, and that is what they mean.
I'm aware of that, but I'm hoping that they will also open it up
to matchmaking?
To some level of matchmaking.
I hope so. I think that's a good idea.
Missions,
that's a good idea.
Like they did with Halo Reach missions, which would probably be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then, but my thinking when I saw that is on Peanut's post. I'm gonna find the direct quote. R.R. Huntington posted, so this is going to take an eternity, but I am devoted to get at least 90%, if not all of them. So that that made me think. I'm thinking that they're going to want us playing this for a good amount of time.
Well, yeah, until Halo 5 Guardians.
So that's making me think that that Halo 5 Guardians is probably going to be a title that's released later in 2015.
Probably, I'd say that one would come closer to the holiday season, 2015.
Yeah, which is interesting. It's interesting that they would release a game a year before what is arguably going to be the culmination of 343 Industries' work in Halo.
The thing is if you really want to be technical about it, I know this is going to sound idiotic at first, but let me explain. They're not really releasing a game so much as they are giving you a distraction. It's the same thing. There was a company that did the same thing. When Battlefield, I believe it was Bad Company 2 was coming out, they had to delay it, but they released Battlefield 1943 as an arcade game in the meantime.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
That was more or less, that was not necessarily like, hey guys, here's a new game, it's our new game. It was more, hey guys, play this while we finish our real game.
Right.
Okay.
And it's like, I can't really say it's the same thing because they're doing a huge amount of work remastering, but it still falls to the fact that this is going, all right, here. It's basically going up to your child and going, here, play with this while I make dinner.
Well, honestly...
Except, yeah. Oh, no, you're back, yeah. Sweet.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like the question really is, if Master Chief Collection is successful, how successful will Halo 5 Guardians be? Because I feel like 343 lost a lot of, you could say, credibility with Halo 4, with as much loss of their fan base. And I think this is their way of saying, hey, let's see where we can go from here. And if we get people back, then we can look at what we have right now, and Halo 5 will be even bigger.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, and
it's more of a launching pad.
And it's working. Azax, I think Azax and maybe GSD. I don't know if he was already planning on getting an Xbox One, but Azax is a prime example. He's
Azax is getting back into Halo.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
And some of my friends are too. My older brother who quit Halo after Halo 3. He never even got an Xbox 360. He just played it at a friend's. He's like, whoa, Master Chief Collection. Like, and he's really interested in getting getting this and getting back into Halo. He's the one that got me into Halo. He then left it because he didn't have the money to Xbox 360, and he was also away to college, blah, blah, blah.
So I see Master Chief Collection. It'll be successful, but it'll be a launching pad for Halo 5 Guardians.
Yeah, I think it'll be successful, but in terms of Halo 5 Guardians, it can go one of either two ways. Either it's going to be successful, and people are going to go, oh, so this is what 343 can do. Let's check out Halo 5, and it'll work to its benefit. Or there are people who are going to be like, all right, I've got the first three games, that's all I need, and they don't buy it, and those people are idiots. But they're out there.
So...
so one other thing is that really kind of strengthens that idea of how Master Chief Collection really is a launchpad for Halo 5. 343 Industries is giving a Halo 5 Guardians beta code to everyone who buys the Master Chief Collection.
Yep. It's not just a beta code, it's beta access.
Yep.
Full beta access.
That's
insane. The last time that a Halo game went anything similar to open beta was Halo Reach.
Yep.
Which
with
was
the Halo
smart,
Reach Alpha.
because Halo Reach was pretty well bug tested when it came out for the most part. That's not to say there aren't bugs Because I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth and say it was a perfect game when it came out.
You don't
But
already
it
have your
was
foot in your mouth?
Hey, my foot's delicious.
Anybody here play the Halo Reach Alpha?
Oh, beta? Yeah,
I did.
I
wasn't
loved it.
able
I
to
was
play.
so hyped. I thought it was so much fun.
How about those grenades though?
Dem grenades.
Granada!
Oh gosh.
Oh, another thing about the Halo 5 beta that just adds to the support your claim church is it's gonna have 7 maps. For a beta to have 7 maps, that's insane. And 3 game types. I don't believe 3 game types. I think it might even be more than 7 maps. I don't know. It's a lot of maps.
Let's just say that they have a large scope for Halo 5, and I think that they're really going to try to get back into the arena shooter market.
You know,
I think they really need. I think they know that they really have to go big or
go home.
exactly.
Go big or
home.
go to hell.
Go
That's
big or
why
go
I
Halo.
think they're really kind of trying to go back to the roots of how Halo was played before, based on what they have said. So.
Yeah, and Austin, you haven't really voiced your opinion, so what do you think?
You know, I agree. I have a lot of friends that don't play Halo, but they want to get it now because they've got an Xbox One, and it's like it's just so much value for the price. It's like just the price of one game for like all 5 plus the live action series and the Halo 5 beta. I mean, I just want it basically for the Halo 5 beta because I'm excited for that, but also...
Yeah, Griffin, I really apologize for making you get a PC now.
But I played Halo 2 Anniversary at the Expo.
Good time to plug.
Yeah, how was that?
Yeah,
that
good
was
time to plug.
Really good. I won a shirt because I won the match.
Oh,
and
nice.
I got to go into some VIP area and verse the staff because I had like a cosplay on, like the helmet, and it was really cool.
What expo did you go to? You might want to tell everyone, the listeners.
Do some exposition on how the loadout system or how the system works.
Exposition. I see what you did there.
The system.
I'm so good.
It feels like every other game, like every other Halo game. It doesn't really. I mean, I can't even remember what Halo 2 was like at this point, but you just spawn, you choose 3. Well, what I played anyway, you spawn in, you choose 3.
Pre-built loadouts.
Yeah, pre-built loadouts. One was with an SMG, another one was with the good lord, the plasma rifle, and then the other one was with a Magnum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was really, it was good. I got to play on. Let me get up the maps again. I got to play on Shrine, which is the remake of Sanctuary.
Okay.
I also got to play on Zenith, which was the remake of Ascension, and it all plays really well.
How was the 60 FPS? Because that's the really big selling point for me.
Good lord, it feels really weird at first to play that because it's like it's weirdly smooth, but you know you get used to it. It's especially weird to play 60 FPS on console.
Yeah, I played The Last of Us on the PS4 at the 60 FPS remastered. I brought my friend over to show him, and he's like, my eyes, oh my gosh, I can't handle this.
Right.
I'm used to high FPS gameplay because my PC does high FPS.
Because you're a
particle
fancy
collider.
guy.
His PC's a particle collider.
And the 1080p too looks absolutely amazing.
Yes, I'm sure it does. Something that not a lot of people realize is Halo 4 was actually 720p 30 FPS.
Which is impressive for the Xbox 360.
Which is impressive for the Xbox 360, but I'm really excited to see how Halo 4 will look on next gen.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And even more so because 343 developed Halo 4, so they obviously have more knowledge of how the game works on a technical level.
Not to mention, they have the super duper optimized textures. They have the higher resolution. They have this high resolution textures.
Super
they have
duper
the higher
optimized.
models.
That's the technical term, correct?
You'll see Halo 4 similar to how it was at E3. I think.
Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah. maybe even better.
Right, exactly.
Because I've seen some of the Halo 4 gameplay that's released, and to be honest, it really looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
It does, yeah.
So
another question. This next question, I don't know if anyone remembers. We're still doing them. Is actually for Austin from Yang.
Wait,
Oh.
one sec.
Okay.
For me?
And this is a question from Yang. Do you think that the release of Master Chief Collection or Halo 5 Guardians will break the most users on the site record of 8,049?
Hands down.
Hands down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yes. I think
However,
Halo 5 Guardians more so.
You have to remember,
Yes, exactly.
90% of those are going to be people going, "What's wrong with you, 343?" or 343, "Why didn't you put this?"
Right.
I hope so. I hope not.
Yeah.
Actually.
I was going to say, what is wrong with you? Do you know how much stuff you're going to have to put up with?
I hope so that for one day I can ban more than the director. That's all.
I have
never
to
gonna
agree with
happen.
Bunt on this one. I think more so Halo 5 Guardians.
Because I think Halo
Yeah.
MCC is really going to help the community if things go well, and I really do feel 343 has learned from their mistakes. Especially for like such a
Right.
big name developer owned by Microsoft, they listen a lot.
They
They're
do.
pretty
Yeah.
close.
The only way it could really harm the community at this point, because the community that's still with them are like the most diehard fans.
Mm.
The ones
Yeah.
who have left are the ones that like don't care. That were they liked Halo. They weren't like living, breathing Halo. And the only way you could ruin your relationship with the community at this point for the diehard Halo fans is if as soon as you took the disc out and put it in your Xbox, it exploded and took out your family.
I think I would still appreciate them. But that was in.
Those physics are so real.
Wow, these graphics on these explosions!
That was
They're
pretty...
so real.
Realistic blood and gore simulation. Oh
Wow,
yeah.
it's like virtual reality. I'm actually feeling my flesh singeing off.
It's
Okay,
with
this-
4D. They won up PS4.
You do realize I always get angry when people do that because you do realize the fourth dimension is time, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Most people
Xbox One is
most
now
people
like.
toss 4D out there like, yeah, it's like good graphic. No, it's time. Time.
In accordance with the prophecy.
What's that Xbox One exclusive? Not
Xbox One exclusive?
Quantum
Yeah,
something?
Quantum Break.
Quantum
or
Break.
Whatever. Yeah. Maybe it is 4D.
No,
It actually
because
says
do you want to know what the first technical 4D game was?
what?
Blinx the Time Sweeper on the original Xbox. Because the main gameplay mechanic was actually controlling time.
Okay.
And that's a great game, and if you
Prince
haven't
of
played it...
Persia.
Wait,
Sands of
wasn't
Time.
Ocarina of Time then the first 4D game? Because that came out a long time before.
Did you actually manipulate time as a gameplay mechanic, not just as a story MacGuffin?
In Majora's Mask, I'm pretty sure you. No, was that Majora's Mask? In Majora's Mask, you did manipulate time whenever
In
you.
Blinx the Time Sweeper, there are areas you can't pass unless you rewind the map to rebuild a bridge. And then you have to like catch the bomb before it blows up the bridge.
That sounds like a pretty good game.
It's a really good game.
Was it an Xbox exclusive?
Yes, it was.
I don't know if you noticed what they announced at E3, that really Phantom Dust. They're remaking Phantom Dust. So I think Xbox is going for some pretty obscure titles. Remaking some pretty obscure titles.
I will only be happy if Star Wars Imperial Commando comes out. That is the only time I will ever give them any credit for going for the obscure.
I loved that first game. I love that.
Oh,
game.
you
That
do
was
not even know what love means when it comes to that game, my friend.
amazing. Anyway,
I'm quivering just thinking about it.
Buns, Buns. We had another question
From Yang again, for Austin. This is a pretty good question too. I want to know the answer. What software do you use, and how did you learn to use it effectively? The second part's the one I'm interested in.
I think I like typed this up somewhere, and I had like some massive paragraph on it.
You had a thread on it.
I know you told me about it.
Did I have a thread on it? I think
I think you had a
Yeah,
thread
you
on
did.
it at one point.
We'll find it and link to the thread.
Yep. But anyway, I use Paint.net.
AKA
I do not
the
use
ghetto
Photoshop.
version of Microsoft.
Wait, you don't use Photoshop?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't have
Huh.
Photoshop.
I thought you
Contrary
did.
to popular belief.
I actually have Photoshop now.
I only have Paint.net because my pirate for Photoshop's not working. And I used...
That was not illegal. They are not going to break down your door. No one heard that.
Cough.
I use Paint.net and sometimes GIMP. I use GIMP for like my graphics tablet stuff because Paint.net doesn't support that. But I learned how to do it just from lots of practice because I don't know, I just felt like starting to do that, and I did it for a little while. Like, you can go back to my first... Didn't I answer this, like, in the first podcast? Like, the very first podcast?
I think you did.
Well, you're answering it again.
I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bottom line, the way you get good is... The way you not suck is to use it until you not suck.
And look at, like, other things. Look at other pictures and try to get the same effect. Because I've tried... That's how I've, like, progressed a lot. I've just... You just gotta look at other things and get lots of inspiration.
Remember, folks, practice makes perfect. They didn't build one pyramid.
No, it really
when
does.
You look at other things, please make sure the other things you're looking at are PG and related to art.
Oh, look
in
at
accordance with the prophecy.
I don't care.
In accordance
with the prophecy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the title of this podcast is going to be in accordance with the the prophecy, right?
Yes.
In accordance with the podcacy.
The podcacy.
Okay, so here's a question, last question from Yang, also from Yang for everyone, but I'm gonna answer it first because yes. If all the mods teamed up, do you think you'd be able to overpower GSD in a game of SWAT? I'm gonna quote Will Smith. Oh, hell no.
I got the gif.
So painful.
Copyrighted by Will Smith.
I'm sorry, that was bad, and you should feel bad.
I
that
agree.
was terrible to listen to, and you should probably say a bunch of prayers to like ask for forgiveness because I'm pretty sure you're on a one-way ticket to hell right now.
Well, here's the thing. As anybody who's played SWAT and have your teammates quit on you realizes, it's actually easier to play without idiots running around getting shot in the head who are on your team.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because the way SWAT works is you can only kill one guy at a time.
Yeah.
If it's one guy on a SWAT team versus a bunch, if he plays his cards right, as GSD is known to do, he can pop off a triple kill before you even get one shot at him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing with GSD, as soon as you see his visor for longer than a second, you're dead.
Yeah.
Like, his reaction time is insane. I really want to know if GSD plays any fighting games, because I feel like he'd be really good at them.
Oh, I really want to know, because I play so many besides all the other stuff, fighting games are probably one of my favorite genres.
I'm going to ask you if you have a few fighting games on Steam that we should play sometime.
I have no fighting games on Steam, however, I am willing to get them.
Anyway. So I think that wraps the
question segment.
The what's the word? The I'm gonna say prolapse, but that's not the word.
The podlapse?
No. It's like the it's extended, like
the extended question segment.
Yeah, the extended question segment.
Anyway, let's move on.
I've got an interesting bit of news, which I doubt any of you guys have seen, and that is Halo: The Master Chief Collection White Xbox One Bundle revealed.
Oh, really? I was waiting for that.
My jaw's like dropped.
They're releasing it in Brazil.
Oh my god.
Brazil.
You really
what?
just
Why?
Brazil? You did a shit on my day.
I was initially like, I don't care. Now I'm like, okay. I'm confused.
Why Brazil?
Brazil's not known as a haven for gaming, as far as I know.
Exactly.
That's just
wasn't the Ouya developed almost exclusively for countries like that?
Yeah. Okay. I'm reading the article directly from IGN. During Microsoft's conference at the Brazil Game Show, the company
they have a game show. They have a game show, and at that game show, they decided to announce it.
The company revealed the Halo: The Master Chief Collection White Xbox One Bundle. The bundle will be available in Brazil, as well as additional select markets, a Microsoft spokesperson told IGN. However, there are currently no plans to bring the bundle to the U.S.
What about
the
Australia?
spokesperson added that they will be sharing more information on the bundle in the near future.
How is this a good idea?
I have no idea.
This is probably the stupidest thing I've heard since I heard Bungie wanted to stop making a lot of money, aka didn't want to work on Halo anymore.
The bundle will reportedly cost $2,000, roughly $840 US dollars.
Oh, I'm glad the bundle's not coming here then.
And will release early next year, according to Kotaku Brazil.
Kotaku has a Brazil division?
There is a Kotaku Brazil.
What have you been doing?
Like, no offense to Brazil, it's a great country, and I have plenty of Brazilian friends because of the location I live in.
This is how you know it's not racist, because he has Brazilian friends.
Hey, there is a Kotaku Brazil. I am literally looking at it right now. Everything is in Spanish.
I believe it's Brazil speaks Portuguese.
Hey, no,
Brazil speaks Portuguese.
Stop.
Church, don't get racist.
Stop. Church, what is wrong with you?
Brazil speaks Portuguese.
Portuguese. Are you kidding?
Okay, it's Portuguese.
I am gonna go to your house. I'm gonna slap you till you can't stand.
And he's gonna speak Spanish and Portuguese while he slaps you.
I don't know Portuguese. It looks like
It does look like Spanish. I don't blame you. It does kind of.
But there is a.
But if you weren't stupid, you would know it was Portuguese.
There will be a link. This is Kotaku Brazil.
Okay. That was pretty exciting stuff.
Brazil shocked us all. This is their plan all along. First Halo, then the world.
But not the World Cup.
Sing!
That was good.
When Brazil owns the world, there's only going to be one player in the World Cup, and that's Brazil.
Brazil is the next
and they still lost.
Halo market. I mean, totally. Brazil. The sad thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not lying, and you'll be able to read about this too in Portuguese via Kotaku Brazil.
Oh, that's really cool. I hope the people in Brazil enjoy.
I hope the Brazilian market is happy with something that none of the rest of the world's getting, apparently.
Hey, we get plenty of other stuff. I can't really hate them that much.
I can hate them a ton. I want a Master Chief Collection.
Exactly. Why would they release that in Brazil?
Get one.
That's
the
worst.
It probably won't be the white edition.
I will pay $840 and import this from Brazil if they don't release a version.
At least it's not Nintendo, because then they'll be region locked and you can only play Brazilian games.
Okay.
PAL consoles piss me off.
Recently, Deadward Kenway, did an article about the Little Big Planet 3 bundle, PS4 bundle. I'm like, wow, I really want that. And it's like, it's in Europe. Oh, well, no money for you, Sony.
So, I'm going to do a quick read over of the playlists that will be available.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so there's a good amount of them, which is pretty cool. And I'm guessing there's also going to be custom playlists that you can set up on your own.
Yeah, they did say that.
So here they are. Team Halo 2 Anniversary, combination of Slayer and Objective Game Text, 4v4. Halo 2 Anniversary Rumble. And then that's basic Rumble. Team Halo 2 Anniversary Social. Okay, so they're bringing back social game playlists. That's interesting. Team Slayer, which is in
social playlist. Social playlists are where you socially drag your nuts across the other player's faces, right?
The pub stomping
pretty
playlist.
Much. So Team Slayer, which is just the cross all 4 Halo games cross game Team Slayer. Big Team Battle, which is also cross game cross engine. Combat Evolved, which is 4v4 only. Halo 2 Classic, which is 4v4 only as well. Halo 3 Classic, they're actually not calling it Halo 3 Classic, is just 4v4 Halo 3 game types. And then Halo 4, which is 5v5, which is interesting. There's Team Hardcore, which is game types from Halo 2 and Halo 3 approved by tournament standards.
Whoa.
Standards with battle rifles only.
That's hardcore.
That's
and
MLG.
then there's And then there's an esports playlist.
Oh,
Interesting.
Do we know what it's called?
Which is
Digital Sports.
They're calling it Halo Esports.
Halo
Original.
Esports. Now coming
Sponsored by Doritos and Mountain Dew. Thunder glasses
And
for
then
everyone.
There's SWAT, which I'm assuming is also going to be cross-game. So these are just the ones available at launch. I have no doubt that they're going to bring in Griffball eventually. I have no doubt that they're going to be bringing in those different...
Imagine Griffball on Halo 2 Anniversary. I don't think they're bringing the Gravity Hammer into Halo 2 Anniversary, though.
No, but I'm sure that Griffball will be in Halo 3.
Actually,
and 4.
that's arguable. Halo 2
Arguable.
Anniversary will be forgeable.
Yeah.
You will be able to use Forge in Halo 2 Anniversary. So the Gravity Hammer
Fist of Wrecked.
The Fist of Wrecked.
No, that's literally what it is called.
Yeah,
the
that's
Wrecked.
Tartarus's hammer.
I know.
That's so
but
cool.
It's the Fist of Get Wrecked.
I know, the Fist of Wrecked. I know.
And they even spell it like the Leet speak. The Fist of Wrecked.
Bungie was leet before everyone else.
R-E-K-T.
Actually, Bungie was
Fist
kind of
Wrecked.
late to the Elite game if you want to be legitimate. If I'm not mistaken, the Elite game started sometime around Team Fortress Classic.
No, the Leet game started around... what's the name of the game?
Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah!
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, continue with what genre
popular
you're saying.
sandbox shooter from the 90s. Late 90s, specifically.
Yeah, John, you were saying?
Oh, I was just, yeah.
But
It's not too
I'm
far
saying yeah.
fetched.
I know they're
See the
bringing
Gravity
back...
Hammer.
They're adding new content in Halo 2 Anniversary. I don't
Right.
think the Gravity Hammer is one of the confirmed new additions to Halo 2 Anniversary.
Right. I don't think it's too far fetched to believe.
I just want to play with gun gooses. That's all I want to do.
Halo 2 Anniversary. Dem cinematics, though.
Oh man,
Yeah.
those are insane.
they look amazing.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
I
Church,
was
I
looking
can't
at my
keep you that
TV
way.
like, is Sergeant Johnson actually yelling at me? I'm so happy.
Oh my gosh, Sergeant Johnson is gonna be my favorite part of Halo 2 Anniversary.
I really...
He was the most colorful in Halo 2, and I loved it.
That could be taken so wrong.
All right, moving along.
Racism!
So who's pre-ordered Halo Master Chief
Oh my gosh, I didn't actually get that.
Did it take you that? Oh my god, I feel bad for you.
I'm such a terrible person. Just kill me now.
I'll destroy you, my Fist of Wrecked. Okay, you were... John?
So who has
Actually
pre-ordered
not saying anything
the
else?
Master Chief Collection?
Nope.
I have.
I actually
I
haven't gotten around to
have-
doing it, surprisingly.
Like, I no longer pre-order games
Pre-order
after...
it with GameStop because Bandana Skull.
I also pre-ordered from GameStop, mainly because I know they're going to be open
So,
at midnight launch.
fun
Because
fact.
Yeah.
when I was talking to the guy at the store, he said, well, Assassin's Creed is one of their premier games that they will no doubt have a midnight release for. And they might as well have a Master Chief Collection midnight release as well, since they're both coming out the same day.
Okay.
Really? I didn't know that.
Exactly.
So
Fun fact. Who that most people probably know, I'm just going to say it because I want to say it. Bandana Skull gives you infinite ammo. Most people should probably realize that that's a reference to Metal Gear.
yeah.
The Infinity Bandana.
Yep.
Right.
If you
next-
manage to get the Infinity Bandana in any Metal Gear other than 4, because it's really easy to get it in 4, you just gotta grind a lot to get it. That's when you have legitimately played Metal Gear to the point where like you crushed the game. Because
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there's going to be a level called Big Boss in Halo 5.
in the first two, beating it in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, beating it is enough of an achievement. To get the Infinity Bandana meant you destroyed that game.
It was a difficult game, I'll agree.
Oh, so hard, but so good.
I'm really excited for Metal Gear 5, actually. It's just looking so good.
I like every time I see there's a new piece of gameplay that they put out, I start convulsing.
I know this might also be a little off topic, but while we're talking about Japanese games, have any of you guys...
Dem Metal Gear Cinematics.
Dem Metal Gear
no,
Cinematics.
Church, that's the game.
That's the game.
No, that's the game.
That's just one big cinematic.
Oh gosh.
They're
And
so cheesy, and I love them so much. They're so charming.
have you guys seen Final Fantasy 15? And if so, are any of you looking forward to it? That's
The
now
ads for it keep
That's
popping up, and I keep having to
I've
watch the ads
played-
before my YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I've played. These are the Final Fantasies I've played: Crystal Chronicles, and a little bit of 13, and that's
I just played 13 and a little bit of 7 and assorted other games. I can't remember which.
You mean 13 too?
No, I've played
13.
and
I didn't play 13 too. I played. 13.
I did not play 13 too either. I did
know,
play a little bit of
God.
13 Lightning Returns.
That's the no. My answer to Final Fantasy is and always will be no.
Yeah.
Well,
Same here.
Final Fantasy is one of those games I can sit and watch someone play it. I can't play it on my own.
I just don't have the
But back to the pre-ordering
I just
thing.
don't have the time for it.
I've given up on pre-ordering since Battlefield 4, and
You mean since Titanfall?
yeah, since Titanfall, Battlefield 4, Watch Dogs, Destiny.
I still play Titanfall.
I've stopped
I
pre-ordering because
I pre-order games that I'm really excited for.
Yes.
Like I still have to throw down my pre-order on Phantom Pain because
Yeah.
remember I said I convulsed.
I still got to pre-order Digimon All Stars Rumble, which comes out the same day as Halo Master Chief Collection. And I won't own an Xbox One by the time Master Chief Collection comes out.
you just have the game sitting there.
So I'll have Digimon All Stars Rumble to play until I get Master Chief Collection.
The Digimon theme song needs to die in fire.
That's kind of really offensive, Church. You just insulted all the champions.
I will absolutely insult everything Digimon.
Churchomon, Churchy monsters, Churchmon are the church.
I will insult everything Digimon. I will insult everything Pokemon, and I will insult
Everything your mom.
Nintendo.
Ha.
Okay, Digimon the movie was legitimately good.
It was
I
really
don't give
good.
a crap what people say. That
even-
opening.
Damn. With the giant bird.
Goodness.
I have no words. How
And then they're bringing back
No.
Digimon Adventure Season 3 next year? Oh yeah. That's just...
However, I'm a Pokemon.
kicking buns from the call in 3, 2.
in accordance with the prophecy.
Yeah.
So do we have anything else to talk about, or at this point are we just going on tangent after tangent? Because I'm down with tangent after
I don't know.
tangent.
I don't mind tangents. Tangents are fun.
Tangents is a subject in geometry. I can't. I completely forgot
Geometry.
geometry. I just
I'm
completely forgot to say
taking
that.
multivariable calculus, and it sucks so much.
I'm currently not learning anything anymore.
You're just degrading in your knowledge
Um,
of everything.
Well, no, my knowledge of everything remains at the constant it has been at, which is nothing.
You mean, wait, the constant you plug into the quadratic function.
Okay,
No.
listen, I don't need no fancy book learning.
To be a boss.
Oh! That was a good one. That was a good one, Church.
That wasn't even like an insult. That was just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
I like that one, Church.
I think this is the part where the podcast stagnates.
I banned a spam bot today.
Did you? You know what? This is the personal part of the podcast. Everybody else, stop listening. This is just for us. How's everyone's day going?
I'm gonna post the link of what the spam bot was posting.
Uh-oh.
Was it one of them newfangled spam bots that Red talked about that like copy a user's post?
Should we? Red discussed this in announcements, correct? Like he announced this spam bot.
The spam bot posted this. I'd like to get your guys' reaction.
Should we really be clicking this link?
There's nothing bad on the other end, but it's
What the
pretty
hell?
darn funny.
Why
Is
did you
this
click the
okay?
link?
I'm just reading.
Don't read it out loud, boss.
I just read the title of the article, and I closed the page. My sides are in orbit right now.
funny thing is, it's so terribly written.
I can't even get past the title. This is going to be so out of context for everyone listening.
No.
For all of you listeners who have heard the story of the birds and the bees, this is the part where you would understand.
I dare you to read the article because it is.
If you have not read the story of the birds and the bees,
it's so
this
funny
part of the
way
podcast is not for you.
If you are under the age of, let's go with 13.
This podcast is not for you.
It's so.
I get a question. Are we keeping any of this little bit in? Because this is just going to be a lot of us laughing about something that no one knows about.
I know, but it's going to be amazing.
Speaking of funny things, just like at the expo, right? They had this thing where they were trying to show pictures of really like unknown and obscure box art covers, and you're supposed to guess what the genre is. So I'll just link.
Were like
here.
6 of them Atari porn games?
Okay, just try to guess.
Commodore 64. Is this an
Try to
adventure
guess.
game?
It was. I can't even remember what the answer was, but everything in the box art is so like unrelated. There's like an egg and a fish, and
you know what? I'd play that game. I don't give a crap.
Another one.
Game looks like it's a good time.
Another one.
For the listeners who don't know, it's a Commodore 64 box art, really obscure box art. I'm guessing official box art. One of the games right now we're looking at is called Kocken.
COCK''IN.
I think it was an adventure game. Someone can edit this like into the podcast when we like loaded it.
What is that?
Just like
it's not even in the
podcast. If it's Commodore
ridiculous.
64 and it has that, I don't know if that would be.
Okay, here we go. Atari game.
What?
Ninja Golf?
Ninja Golf.
Ninja Golf.
Ninja Golf.
Ninja Golf.
It just looks. It looks like someone who's got like confused on the weekend. They've like gone out in a ninja suit and then decided, no, I'm gonna do golf.
Okay.
This one,
umbrella
guys.
Okay. Freeze. I played it.
Really?
It's amazingly bad, but I've played it.
I've played Ninja Golf.
It is bad, but it's so funny.
Here's another one.
And again, it's an original Atari game. You can't expect much out of dots.
So,
hardcore.
Two Crude Dudes.
This is like a Duke Nukem clone.
Wait a minute, is this the one? Yeah, isn't this the one? Are you a bad enough dude to save the president?
I don't know.
I think that's the one. The one that it's all.
So basically, boss, is what you're saying is you are JonTron.
I might be.
You have played every obscure game in the world.
Not every, but I've played a lot of random games.
Also, here's a simulator. I don't even know why this exists.
After this, I think we should really plug in some stuff. Ninja Scooter Simulator. Coming to a Commodore 64 near you.
That's got to be like the
for
best.
€2.
If that's not,
€2.
That's not the best game ever, something is really wrong.
It's a simulator, so it's as close as you can get to the real thing.
You thought Goat Simulator was hot. Wait until you get here.
Speaking of ninjas and golf and ninjas and scooters, there's a random tangent. If you guys ever get the chance to read a graphic novel called Dr. McNinja, if you can get past the fact that the title sounds idiotic, it is the funniest graphic novel I have ever read.
The Scott Pilgrim graphic novel was really good.
It's good, but it's not Dr. McNinja good. And I know that's going to piss somebody off somewhere because Scott Pilgrim has a huge fan base. And I think Dr. McNinja has like me and my friend who have read it as a fan base. But it's so worth it because it's so stupid.
I want to know if there's like a subreddit dedicated to Ninja Scooter Simulator. If not, I think we need to make a thread on the forum.
We need to make like a category on the forums. This is where you talk about the real game, Ninja Scooter Simulator. We can make our own edits, like we can make our own Ninja Scooter Simulator 2015.
See, I'm making a shirt design for the geometry tree.
Are you gonna pop the back?
serious.
Are you gonna put sleep? Are you gonna put
it just
on the
came
back?
geometry.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so now that we've finished talking about the wondrous thing that is
The
Ninja
wondrous
Scooter
world
Simulator,
of Ninja Scooters.
in accordance with the prophecy, let's plug in some things that's going on the site right now. Boss, would you like to take it away?
I'm gonna assume you're talking about the short story contest because that's the only thing on the site that's going on that I'm really involved in. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that.
I've got to write a short story. I remember.
Okay, would you like to explain to the listeners what they have to do?
For listeners, you mean there's like one person who's still listening at this point?
Yep.
After having a 10-minute tangent of us laughing at nothing?
Ninja Scooters.
Whoever edits this, just put the images of the box art.
Whoever edits this, you're talking to him, buddy. Unless you.
Anyway, shut up. I'm talking.
You
Let
go
Daddy
ahead and do
talk.
that,
So yeah, last short story contest sucked.
I wouldn't go that far.
No. We got some good entries.
We got two really good entries.
We got two.
But they were two good entries. That's what.
I'm gonna see. My job is to review. They were good, but anyone could have topped them. I'm gonna be honest.
Ooh.
They could have been topped.
You're throwing them under the bus.
I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm giving them honest criticism.
They just got ran over by the bus.
The bus did not run. Well, yes, they did.
No, they didn't get ran over by the bus. They got ran over by the boss.
I shoved them under the... I'm going to use that. I shoved them under the boss for their own good. I did it with love in my heart because I know they can.
And a fist of wrecked in your hand.
I know they can do better. The bottom line is we got two entries. We're giving them both the award because they participated, and it was just such a
well, I already
it was such a small turnout that there would be no reason picking one over the other. That would just be completely rude. Because that would officially say, hey, you suck more than this guy. So we're going to give them both it because I appreciate the fact that somebody decided to enter.
Yeah.
That's why we like many people to get involved. That way we can say you all suck compared to this.
Which is yeah, so I can criticize more people because I love criticizing people because I'm a terrible person.
I think you should define the outlines for this contest.
I am. Shut up.
No.
I was getting to that.
You're not getting there fast enough, Sonic.
Get out. Listen, I go fast. Not because
Sonic fast?
Not because I wanted to, but because nobody else will. So fast. Anyway, outline to the contest. Same rules as last time. You can read them in the thread I put up. It's on top of the shout box. The themes this time are not an issue because one of the reasons I think people didn't like writing in was because the themes are kind of restrictive. So all I'm going to be doing now is an overall theme you have to match. And with the spirit of Halloween and spooky, scary skeletons, your entry has to be some kind of spooky, eerie, or horror, with the exception of the fact that it can't be a creepypasta, because that is another contest that someone else is running. Pickles! Anyway, so I hope to see more entries this time.
I got a really good one that I came up with the idea by accident while talking to Halo Geek in the shout box.
Okay.
And I'm really excited to use this because it's like such an obscure joke, like the Covenant say and make, and that's barely mentioned in the series.
I'm going to assume it was something with the I would have been your daddy skull.
Yes, it's something that would have been said with I would have been your daddy skull in Halo 3 specifically.
I want to guess, but there's so many good ones.
Yes, and I can't wait to. I'm going to try doing like at least 30 minutes of writing a day.
If we stare at each other longer, we might as well exchange fluids. There are so many good ones. Don't you say?
And okay, so to plug in some other things,
one sec. I've got something on that actually. I figured that that award was actually the award that is for the short story contest now. Apparently, it was originally invented by moi before I was a mod. I started a thread down in a new Halo, down in the Halo member created works
down
and stuff,
on
and
Halo.
it was a what?
Land down under.
Yeah, down in the member created works and stuff, and it was It was sort of like the short story contest, except there was no sort of...
It was the one to give people an award for writing like a story, wasn't it? The literary license.
For like writing a story or like putting on like something they wrote.
I got an award for doing that.
Yeah, I did too, because yeah.
So enough with the egotism, because Slick7 couldn't make it here today, and I think we should plug in something for him that me and him worked together on, and then I gave the project to him because he was better suited for this. And that's the forum gaming census, which you should all fill out if you're listening.
Yes.
Because it's really important for the forum and hosting better playdates and more variety of playdates. So.
I still need to fill it out, but that's just because I haven't been motivated enough to figure out what games.
You're going too fast. You're going too fast, boss.
I can't slow down.
And who would like to cover on a very important a monthly announcement? That Church made the post himself.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll do it. Well, I'm gonna just read the first sentence because I thought it was funny and my brother thought it was funny too.
You were wrong, but that's what you thought.
But that's what I thought. So shut up and suck it, everyone. You have to read it and listen to it. The best thing about October is Halloween. Well, that and my brother's birthday, which comes 3 days earlier and is often associated with it, much to his dismay. But enough about that. With a new month comes a new mom, and this particular month deserves a new one. A special one. A spooky one. And even though he's undergone quite a few name changes... And even though he's undergone quite a few name changes, we know him best as Dexter Griff. Except this month he's Hexta Grief, because...
I didn't notice the Grief.
Yeah. Cause spooky.
Because spoopy.
Cause spoopy. Cause Snoopy.
No.
Because spoopy.
Didn't we get on a spoopy tangent in one of the other podcasts?
No,
I feel like
we didn't
did.
go on a spoopy tangent. Things have never gotten spoopy.
Things have never gotten spoopy. But yeah, congratulations to Hexta Grief, Dexter Griff, or whatever he wants to call himself. Definitely very
He was also
deserved.
one of the ones who submitted to the short story contest, right?
Yeah, it was him.
Yep.
Hunter.
Shameless plug.
So you can go read that if you want.
Both of them were good. They were good. They could have been better, but they were good.
Yeah. So, let's just look at what we got on the calendar. We actually have quite a bit coming up this month.
A little too much.
Yeah. So we've got the Halloween short story contest, which starts today.
Well, it started on the 8th. I have it set so it shows up as it's occurring every day because it's going to run. I have it set from running like this date to that date, which is... It ends November 10th.
Okay. So tomorrow is the Halo Wars Spooktacular event, and that's Helverucht's event.
Helverucht and Edward Kenway's.
Okay. Prepare to drop. I'm not sure
whose event that is.
Okay. I'm glad I have you here. Mom Lagtacular. Not sure whose event that is. No, I'm kidding.
It's also Yang's.
That would be that would be Hexter Grief's event, which is on the 18th of November.
Ever is Yang's.
Well, the next one is Yang's Wannabe Criminals event.
Which isn't something you want to be.
And then the next one, and then that's on the 24th, and then on the 25th is Yang's 1-year anniversary community event. And then the Caption Contest deadline, and addicts get
Which the Caption Contest deadline is the 27th of October, so you should totally submit your funny captions for the Caption Contest.
And then on the very end of the list is the Halo Master Chief Collection premiere event, and that is going to be a huge event, guys.
I'm not gonna be there.
Neither am I. It's okay.
That's why we have a live stream.
We can suffer together.
We'd like to watch.
Well, we'll hopefully have multiple live streams, and we'll be switching off between people. So, but what else was I gonna say? Buns, read my mind.
Have we got any other topics?
I said nothing because it's blank.
Oh, dang.
We might have some interference there because I saw something that could not be said on the podcast. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
Not really. I think we can start to wrap this thing up. So.
Okay.
The eeny meeny miny mo to goat again.
Goat.
John Peterson, you're doing the outro.
I am.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for the 343 Industries Community Forum podcast. We will see you next time, and thanks for tuning in.